we're going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
This effort. And China has big plans for this. They intend to seed their digital yuan into the global environment by giving it away to visitors at next winter's Olympics. When they arrive at the airport, they're going to get yuan digital wallets. They're going to receive digital yuan. They're going to use it throughout their visits to Beijing, and then they're going to take it back to their home countries. They see this as a huge advantage. Why? Because who controls the underlying protocols, who controls the underlying standards of the future of money will control the future of money.
I do think, however, our people in the federal government, specifically the executive branch, whether we're talking about the chair of the Federal Reserve or governors in the Federal Reserve, where we're talking about Treasury, whether we're talking about the SEC, I do believe that they are trying to gain control over the cryptocurrency industry and direct it. And that really isn't conducive to growth and entrepreneurial activity and opportunity.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works. Because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, those books are mandatory because they show you how the world really works. And man, it is important for you to learn how the world works right now. Also, those who purchased the 3 Kids books, It's Time to Re-Educate, much love. And then also those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon, much love, keep it coming. And then also those who are shopping at both stores, much love, keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first. Right now, the market is flat. We know on Friday, we know we have those options that expire, but we know we are the only game in town, guys. So we will get a slight pump, guys, but don't forget, guys, we have yields. And then I'm going to go over the Fed because they did change the actual repo. They went down about 300 billion. So we know that's going to affect stocks and cryptos. But don't forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. That's volume, that's Tether, that's USDC. Now we have Biden administration weighing bank-like regulation for stablecoin issuers. So guys, we're starting to see the New World Order pushing the agenda. Changing the language in bills, this sneaking language inside of bills, because we know a CBDC is illegal. It's illegal in the United States, illegal in Europe, but we know they're going to keep pushing, changing language. We know the politicians are already paid for, and they're going to allow them to push it through the same way how 1913, the Federal Reserve, took over the money supply. And of course, that allowed them to create wars, to create conflict in order to take over the world. And again, that's the reason why my book is called The Final Stages of the New World Order, because that's exactly where we're at right now. Now, guys, don't forget about the Fed. Like I said, they did change things up. Of course, it was 1.6 on Thursday. They dropped down to 1.3, and that's going to last 3 days. So in cryptos, guys, we have open interest. We will move up slightly. Make sure you're paying attention to yields. If they keep manipulating it down, which I don't see it, I see yields going up since, of course, they did less money in the repo on Friday. So I definitely see a slight pullback in cryptos and then us moving up. And stocks, I definitely see a big hit. But guys, just make sure you're paying attention to the indicators. The actual yield rates are so important, guys. Pull those up on a daily basis. And then also, guys, we have the Grayscale whale. And we're going to start seeing Grayscale do a lot more pumping and dumping. But the big news, guys, of course, we have Solana and Uni start to swing as Grayscale are buying assets. Remember, guys, Grayscale is buying billions of assets, so they're swinging the market. So this also will be another indicator if you are invested in Solana and Uni. Now, also, guys, we have Axie Infinity hit all-time highs. And guys, from the beginning with Axie Infinity, I told you it's going to be big, but we know with an airdrop, it's going to pull right back. So don't get that confused. Nothing has changed when it comes to that. Now we have Umbrella Network launches on Ethereum with cross-chain bridge to Binance Smart Chain. And guys, we know how important interoperability is with these chains actually communicating. We know it's going to be one streamless ecosystem. So whoever is going to make it seamless and easiest for the masses, that's who's going to win. Now we have the SEC extends 4 Bitcoin ETF deadlines by 45 days. And guys, again, like regulation with Bitcoin ETF, they're kicking it down the road because they're linked together. If no regulation, a Bitcoin ETF is not going to make it anyway unless it is a futures Bitcoin ETF because you're only betting on the price. But a physical Bitcoin, nobody's going to put a pension 401ks in there unless there's some type of regulation. But we know for a fact, if we don't get one for a quarter, we know for a fact we will have a Bitcoin ETF first quarter. Why? Because we know that digital yuan becomes active. China, the dragon, will rise. And speaking of China, the dragon, we have the IMF say crypto boom poses challenge to financial stability. And guys, we know the IMF is in total control because they know that digital yuan is going to be attached to that digital SDR. We know the big banks, big corporations are funding crypto. We know where the money is coming from. We know the purpose of the C word as a distraction in order to build the fourth industrial revolution. We know why the Fed printed trillions to kill the US dollar so the digital yuan could rise. Guys, get my New World Order book, give to your friends and family because it's time to wake the masses. If not, they're going to fall for the distraction and the robots, drones, and algorithms will take humanity out the picture because we know when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. But guys, don't forget about the books, Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, if you're new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance, and not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The Cryptoteacher stock channel, Cryptoteacher stocks. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, got their own stocks, the C-word, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and y'all have a wonderful day.
This yesterday on the panel that I think central bank digital currencies were concocted in hell by Satan himself. They are incredible control by governments over everybody's bank account, and they are they're going to create a void of privacy for every individual citizen. I think they're horrible, but I think that's where
The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Drama Team Save the Village. Part 2. King Joshua and Drama Team Save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.